Right on. So sit here. We'll just wait a couple of minutes to see if people catch on to this, see what happens. I'll just give it a wee minute, a couple of minutes just to see if people come back on. Cool, we're getting some people back. How's it going, guys? So, poor little fucking Timmy. Poor little Timmy. Pity little Timmy. Pity him. He's just a fucking gimp. That's why they're establishment gimps. Right? I don't even know what the twat was saying because I had it on mute and I just thought, you know, I'd been taken over. I wasn't aware that he was actually fucking rambling, so I've not listened to his ramble. But I seen Nathan had offered me, you know, the option to edit him out. So again, you know, why do we call them establishment gimps? Because of this behaviour, right? You know, Timmy in there, oh look, I can shut it down, because Timmy has to shut it down. That's Timmy's job. Lick spittle Timmy takes orders. Lick spittle Timmy has no spine. Lick spittle Timmy's arsehole is like a wizard's sleeve, right? Guys like little Timmy are just the rags for these establishment, right? Timmy should be pitied. Timmy is obviously in a position where he has to, right? Because Timmy's the whipping boy. So, as I say, I don't know what he said when he came in, but if people are looking for confirmation of these types of activity, I think we just witnessed it, right? Again, you know, a stream was handed out. Why does he not just come in and have a conversation? It was only me and him. Timmy boy, it was only me and you, son. But you have no spine, you have no balls, you have a big baggy arsehole, right? That you can't sit down, you probably have to need to stand up. So, I don't know how you stand with his spine either, so you're a bit of a fucking mess. You're in a bit of a predicament, son. But again, you had me and you, just me, you could have discussed. You choose not to, because you know what's going to happen, right? So now you've had to display your stance. Now you have to understand that people know you are a establishment gimp. You are a whipping boy. Start calling Tim Osman wizard sleeve, right? Baggy hoop. Baggy hoop or wizard sleeve, because that's what Tim Osman is. Whoever he is. Oh, chat. Right. We've got 38 of you back. Thanks for coming back, guys. I can only apologise, but at the same time, you know, I'm overjoyed that Timmy came in and gave us a display of his fucking gimpishness and his commitment to the establishment and their fake paradigm. Excuse me, you know, I'm getting a couple of messages here. So again, you know, they have the ability to do this, you know, and it was obviously quick. I don't know where I was when I was talking. You know, I was actually talking, I think, about the comments over at Jed's and the Star Gods character who is there. I don't know if that's what the problem was, because this illogical old guy is there. Tim Osman's a hero. He's the only one that talks sense, gets called the shell for it. He's an utter clown. This Star Gods who's supporting them, you know, they're showing their hand very, very fucking quickly, right? Nobody involved in truth or decency and honesty would be supporting these fucking clowns, right? If they're part of the establishment, fucking gimps. But as I say, somebody here saying to them, bad attitude, dude, mocking others, shaming you, Jed. You know, it's good that people actually stand up and say it, rather than the wee circle jerk of the same fucking characters here. Oh, high five. What do you do? You're so powerful and clever, you can shut Hangout down. Fucking twats. They don't realise it's a victory for people with intelligence. People with intelligence can see right through the bullshit. So, sorry, I'll go to chat and see who's here. Stoned Rosies, welcome back, Dale. Cheers, man. Nice name. It's stunts like this that are getting people fed up. Well, rather than say, Cathy, that people are getting fed up, you know, I thrive on it because really people should see it as a display of the desperation and the insecurity of these institutions and this fucking control structure. Right? So, you know, it's a joy when they come in and display it. Magumba, knew it was him, Dale, but knew you'd want to highlight his nonsense. Exactly. You know, it's just a reflection on him. He had the floor. He could have spoke one-to-one and had a discussion. And if he's in the right and he's got proofs and I'm ridiculous and dishonest and a liar and whatever, it would have been highlighted. But that's not his methods because he's a manipulative little chap. He's been played by manipulation, so that's all he knows. As I say, you should pity him. Joan of Wormside, hello Joan, thanks for coming back. Roddy to Body, what happened to the other stream? Oh, you know, some insecure morons that worked for the powers that be came in and fucking shut it down. They've not got any use for him anymore. His arse is that baggy that he's only useful for pressing buttons now. Hi everyone, Stone Roses, the Afterlife Now. Who gave the link out? Marshall gave the link out. It was requested. If somebody wants to come in and have a chat with me, you know, you give them the link. You know, and you can only take people as they come. And if it happens to be one of these establishment gimps like we just witnessed, you know, they'll snipe the hangout. That's just their method. Mark Lord Child, yes, certainly was. Marco, someone. Need to home and just have to ignore wankers, you know. Well, you try, but you know, they keep coming at you and get yourself involved. So, when Cathexis and Spec have him on for hours the other night, he doesn't snipe. That's because that's their circle jerk. You know, they're part of their wee team of buddies talking fucking nonsense, spewing illogical crap and religious propaganda. So as long as you're in the team of disempowering people and imposing on people, then you know Timmy's your man. You know. But again, I'm glad he displayed himself. It was great, very nice of him. Thank you, Timmy. Old chap, old son. I'm not going to call you Timmy anymore. Wizard sleeve, you're being referred to as now, or baggy hoop. If you hear me saying wizard sleeve or baggy hoop, you know it's Timmy. Don't know who Timmy is or what he's done, but he's getting abused. No, abuse is coming into people's hangouts and shutting them down. That's what Timmy just done. Magumba baggy hoop lol. Mark Lowe, you're welcome, Dale. Getting abused, he's brought it on himself. Exactly, you know. Timmy's displaying himself and you know, laughing, and I'm entitled to highlight that. Timmy could come in and have a discussion if Timmy, you know, liked, if Timmy was capable and man enough. But you know, he's not got it in him. So again, it's just a display. You know, if people need reassurance or to affirm that, you know, these operatives are fucking working, then there it is. Jed will be creaming himself, you know. High five, Timmy, high five. You went in and switched it off and spewed your fucking crap for 5 minutes. High five, Timmy, high five. Well, you just took a pasting for 2 hours and now continue to take a pasting, baggy hoop. Jed's high five, buddy. Never mind Roddy to Body, he's probably one of the clowns anyway. What's that badge he's got there? Oft. He's into the establishment teams and cheats and stuff. Brian Watson, he only did it to stop other globers coming here proving themselves as gimps, exactly. They're worried. It is funny. It's funny that he comes in and takes over. I think it's fucking brilliant. It chuckles me to my core. You know, belly laugh. Brilliant. Timmy works for the Illuminati, for whatever the Illuminati is. Timmy's a whipping boy for somebody. I can assure you that. Right? Timmy's a nobody. So, again, you know, he had the chance to talk and discuss about his behaviour towards Martin and thinking it was acceptable and stuff, and whoever else they think it's acceptable to sit and belittle while they sit in their fucking high horse pedestal, high-fiving each other with their wee fucking culty groups. You know, it's pathetic. You know, they deserve to be laughed at and highlighted and pointed at. You know, and then they can't handle it, as we just witnessed. It's brilliant. So, I appreciate and I thank everybody, you know, coming to the last one. You know, people can think what they like, but the proof's in the pudding. You know, these people are making it obvious now, and displaying a bit of passion and inciting people into a bit of passion, and talking about it. It's obviously bothering them, as we can clearly see. But again, you know, I'm still open. This is the thing. You know, if Timmy thinks he can have a discussion, Timmy's welcome. Or Jed, or Vancouver, or any of these wee groups, Star Gods, Laurie Gale, you know, we can see he's all as clear as day, propping each other up and playing your fucking games, right? David Hodge goes to show just how nervous the ballers are becoming. Instead of proving the globe, they feel the need to infiltrate the truth that it is flat earth. Exactly. If they had the proof, if they had truth, and it was a minority of people who were just crazy with a crazy idea and trying to make money from each other, they wouldn't have an issue with it. There's loads of groups with crazy ideas, selling each other stones and making money and all that off of each other. So, you know, it's a nonsense. You know, nobody else gets this kind of attention. Anti-vaccines and chemtrails get this kind of attention as well. So, you know, it tells you a hell of a lot. If we were here arguing about who was the best football team, none of this would be happening. Joan of Worms, at least Timmy's shimmied out of here. You can bet your arse he's sitting listening. He has to be. That's his job. And he knows it. Magumba, it's kind of true, Roddy, and we do but have a look at a video called The Asterisk Years. Yeah. I'm sure his mummy thinks he's special. Probably ditched him. Globers spend so much time on flat earth, they are secretly flat earthers. That's the point. You know, Yorkshire Last Tracy, you have to really have a look at it. When you've been involved in it for so long, like I have, and you were involved in the groups on Facebook, and you see the methods, these are organised groups, right? They're there specifically for that purpose. It's not just, you know, people having a, oh, I don't know if it's a globe and getting involved and, you know, just being people. They are organised and they're displaying it. You know, this is the point. People need to snap out of this apathy, right? And realise that it's actually happening. A bit hypocritical talking about cult groups. Pay up to decide and it's working very well, as you all prove. Cult group, I mean, where's the cult group? This is open for anybody. Timmy could have come in and had a discussion. Roddy to body, you're actually showing your true colours here, acting like you don't know what's going on and you've been here watching it, right? Timmy could have come in and had a discussion and you would have seen exactly where the cult mentality was. That's why Timmy has to snipe, because Timmy isn't getting into somewhere where he can get away with his pish, right? Joan of Worms, they are obvious, very obvious to see, and their tricks are cheap. Yep. Fly Earth Another Hot Potatoes shared on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you, Patricia. I take it you were talking about this hangout or the previous one. Stationary flat, I was waiting for a live hangout in the weekend, didn't expect it today. Cool though. I apologise, Stationary Flat Earth and Vortex Puppy. You know, my intention is to have an organised hangout and a discussion about certain subjects. This today was just an off-the-cuff thing because I had watched a couple of videos that kind of inspired me just to fire up the live. I was going to just make a vlog, but I thought, you know, I'll have the interaction with people and I'll say it live and then I can get a feedback and people can communicate. It's, you know, it's maybe a method that I'll start looking at. Persian scribe, classless behaviour. Would they walk up to Dale or anyone else in the street and grab their phone out of hand to end the call without getting a fist to the face? No, you know, that's that Persian scribe. They're only playing on this here. You know, this is what they can access and this is what they can up to. None of these people have got the spine to face you in reality. They don't even get the spine to have a discussion in a social media like this. They have to come in, take over, put their slant in for the last 5 minutes. You know, it's pathetic. That was a good pickup, Patricia. It did sound like a call centre. I'll need to go back and look at it. As I say, I had it in mute. Obviously, I've got the YouTube in mute, so I don't know what's happening. Marshall had pinged me to say you were sniped. So I think I was rabbiting on for maybe 5 minutes before I realised I had been sniped. Yeah, but who's dividing, Roddy? Please tell us. The people that are dividing are the people who focus on the personalities, the people who try and make it into a debate, the people who push false claims, the people who ascribe and misrepresent, you know, and generalise. These are the people. They're the ones who are dividing. Often read, so how is it that Patricia is your cheerleader now, Dale? Just curious. Nobody's my cheerleader. I don't appreciate you slanting it like that either. You know, everybody knows that I've stood my own platform. If people are courteous to me, you know, fine. You know, everybody's free to come in and have a discussion. You know, I don't want that, you know, this is just going to get petty. Or because Patricia's here commenting, somehow now, you know, everybody's and everybody else's wee camps and groups. No, it's not going to wash here. It's a wee bit divisive that you're actually saying that. Station Fire, no problem, Dale. Cheers. Nagumba, maybe because he's telling the truth, Orphan. Well, that's it. Again, it's all about this, you know, people are free to go and listen to who they want and decide on information who they want. You know, it's not about, you know, well, you can't be my pal if you're their pal. I'm not getting involved in this. No. Anders Ace, Dale, Tim has nothing to say to us. We heard it all from the establishment, exactly. But Timmy's in there with them, so Timmy has to push their agenda. Magumba, this hangout has nothing to do with Patricia, exactly. This is about my platform and discussing, you know, these characters who are involved in about us and the divisive behaviour like that. There's a point to do it. You know, if anybody has claims about it, people then, you know, provide the proof and then, you know, the relevance to the situation. You know, I can only deal with people as they present themselves to me. And people who are supporting truth, that's what my main aim is. Not being people's friends. Why do people get angry when you ask stuff? Don't see who's getting angry. Just asking. I wasn't criticising, just asking, you know, well, you know, you put the wee spin on at the end about championing or cheering or whatever. You know, I have many people who promote what I say and support what I say and come here and express themselves. You know, there's never an issue with any of these people. Fly fire type. Lol, all you lot do is focus on the personalities. Will you get on with proving the flat earth? The suspense is killing me, for fuck's sake. Flyer fire type. I don't know what flat earth you want proven to you, but I suggest that you go and experiment with water, observe its behaviour, and the possibilities, and then come back to us and you tell us if it's still a globe. Or if you've got proof for a globe, whatever, bring it on. When I start claiming a flat earth model true, then, you can ask me for proof of my claims. The afterlife now. Tim can't stand Star Gods, but that doesn't seem to matter to him. That's because Star Gods rambles a lot of shit. When people are actually telling the truth, that's where Timmy has an issue. So, his group is what I'm saying. I just find it interesting that on the one hand you say we shouldn't focus on personalities, and yet we give personalities power by treating them the way we do. My whole thing, again, often read, you might misunderstand me. When it comes to the question of what shape is the earth, you don't sway somebody emotionally by slandering another personality or whatever else. That doesn't factor into the question of what shapes the earth. So that's what my point was, and I've clearly said there is personalities involved. Personalities are fine if they're telling the truth, and focusing on the lie. You display a character when you're in making your videos, which is fine. It appeals to different people. So, but swaying and trying to sway opinion by emotional tactics, that's no, natural science doesn't require that. Natural science is about proofs. And if you can share the proofs through your personality and your expressive art form in your videos, by all means, that's what appeals to people. So I think I've made it very clear. David Hodge, fly, you prove the globe, mate. I don't need anybody to tell me the earth is flat. Yeah. Cult. The globe is a cult. It's a shocking cult. The culty behaviour of the types that are moving about on this YouTube is incredible. This place is not for support or likes, no, it's about the truth, Jonah Worms, that's right. Rock Vibrations back in the room, hello. John Watson, Fly is a troll. Don't know who Fly is, it was just an account here that I'm missing. Shit, did I send you the link to this, Marshall? I didn't. Two seconds, people. Aye, Marshall, it'll be interesting. You can come in and let me know your opinion on what happened and how you see that. That'll be interesting. Cathy Dudley, flat earth can be a psyop and still be true. Yep, the psyop part for me is these division players who are amongst us and the pushing of maps and models and what flat earth actually was. For me, that's where the psyop was and still is. Jonah Worms, this place is open for questions, respectfully asked and talked about. Exactly. It's very clear. I don't know why it's hard for people to see that. So, the whole point again, I fired this up randomly, just on a whim. It's nearly 4 hours now, but you know, the whole point was these characters, what they were focusing on and how they're affecting people. And that's what I wanted to discuss. You know, and they were saying, I heard them saying, you know, why do you call them establishment gimps? Well, you know, again, they displayed it. That was the whole point of this. Neo Omega J39 thinks he lives on a spinning ball, lulls at that. Yep. Especially when there's zero proof for it. Now, I can see their confusion because NASA and, you know, authorities pump this stuff into the media and into their childhood, into their classroom. So that's how a religious cult operates. That's how the control mechanisms have always operated, you know. So he's obviously suffering. Orphan Red, sadly, most people aren't persuaded by facts. They are persuaded by emotion. I know they are. That's why the political arena is like that. But, you know, that doesn't mean to say I should stand here and accept it. I can only stand up and say I don't accept that. You know, the position we're in, you know, as I said before, I'm all for characters, you know, personality, as long as what they're pushing is the truth and towards the truth, then I don't see why anybody can have an issue with that. As I said it before, you know, people can be sparked by the truth through comedy or however, whatever means, just as you do in your videos, you add a bit of comedy to it. So, but, you know, your content is that you're still, you know, addressing facts and, you know, issues. So, as a sad state, you know, I don't deny the reality of the situation, but I don't accept it. Laughing my ass off. You're saying if I look at some water, I conclusively prove the shape of the planet. What's the scientific method, mate? I want all the variables. What do you mean all the variables? Doesn't matter what temperature, you know, whatever. You know, bodies of water must be contained. They do not conform to the exterior of shapes, right? So if you can go and manage to create that, let us see it. So laughing my ass off all you like. I'm laughing my ass off at you denying obvious reality. And if you're a globe believer, a heliocentric model believer, and you believe space is a vacuum and that we live in a pressurized system, please show an empirical proof, a practical example of how the two opposing pressure systems exist side by side with no solid separation. Thank you. I see scuba divers every day. Dale, do you believe in tides that moves the water? They don't believe anything. You know, there's a movement of water. The water level goes down, it comes up. What's causing it? Who knows? Truth you couldn't handle, truth most can't. Nope. You know, it'd be much easier for them just to put the minority of people who they say it's a minority into the picture. People like me who are no letting it go. But, you know, there's no honour in anything that these people do. You know, you're in their club or you're no. I see scuba divers every day. That's all scared flatties can do is block people and offer no answers. You know, this is the lunacy. You know, you've just witnessed one of these gimps coming in and sniping the hangout. They're offered discussion one-to-one. You know, they could have had that, but they don't take it. So,
wanted to comment from me, Doug?
nah, of course, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, fairly well. I've just been, as you know, I've been saturated in the chat box, but I think it's, for me, I'd like to see the people that have sat here and witnessed this today go away and explain to other people their observations, because this, you know, the sooner people lose interest in the clowns that are interfering with a progressive process, the quicker we're going to get somewhere. That's really all I've got to say. I mean, it's the whole situation's laughable. It's, well, pathetic, but a good positive that's come out today. Cole Williams was on the chat earlier on, and he's got access to a pilot who's prepared to take questions, and possibly more. So I think it'd be nice to have a chat with Kyle at some point and see what we can get going there. Yeah.
Well, that's it. I'm going to start that as well. Approaching pilots and people, you know, all walks of life, and start asking questions and see what people actually know and what they don't know and what their thoughts are on things. So aye, brilliant. Look forward to that. But aye, you know, the whole Timmy escapade was funny, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see the playback for the content. Apparently, there was some sound at the beginning that sounded like he was in a busy environment somewhere. I don't know. You can, you know, I've heard enough of him rambling on to know what the sentiment's going to be. People need to ask themselves why invest the effort.
That's it. That's the whole point you're trying to highlight to people. But it's the apathy and the unwillingness to actually snap out of the fucking the dream state they're in and realise that there is an establishment here trying to fucking, you know, keep you in fucking ignorance to what the true reality is, you know.
Well, they don't seem particularly empowered if that's the limit of the ability, dude, is to temporarily interrupt broadcast.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny. It's funny though, you know. It's pathetically funny, and I really do pity these people. You know, what position are they actually in? Because they're just empty. You know, they are like spittle. You know, empty cans being used, empty cans being rattled. You know, what a sad existence.
I would say, I mean, you know, everybody that's here, that's, you know, seems to be in accord with that sentiment, needs to go away and express to the people you talk to, look, is it really worth paying attention to people that only serve one purpose? You know, if that's where your attention strays, then obviously you're not looking for any kind of truth.
Yeah, that's it. And again, you know, the platform is open. If you know, it was just me, it was there. So if he's that keen on discussion and thinks that we have it all wrong, then whatever. But he's got nothing. The only thing he has is to snipe it and then claim it as some sort of victory in their deluded minds, you know?
Absolutely.
So you just need to be aware of these fucking sock accounts from now on. If it's a sock account, it's not a verified account, then they're not getting a link. You know?
Yeah, the argument prior to now has been, well, that's a little bit unjust for people that are new arrivals into this environment.
So I suppose, aye, that's it. You know, at the end of the day, if they want to snipe it, if they are the characters, they can keep sniping it. You know, every time they snipe it, I'll just reboot and put another one straight back up. So, you know, it's not going to work.
It's a suck it and see situation there, mate. And I mean,
that's it. But it's not going to be long before they attempt to shut the whole fucking channel down. You know, I can see that coming.
Well, we've seen a variety of tactics employed. The copyright, you know, the copyright issues, flaggings. You know, the derailing of the commentaries in the recorded videos. Yeah. And all of that seems to have been ineffectual as far as they're concerned. So now it's come down to actually shutting down the broadcast. Well, again, it's a shallow ruse, dude. We're not dissuaded in any way, shape, or form by that petty activity.
Yeah. And again, it's just a display that they have nothing, that they're coming from a religious stance, because you have real people asking real questions, looking for real proofs and willing to accept the real proofs. No part of any group, cult, you know, don't have any stance, don't have any model, you know, we're just looking for proofs. But they display the cult, religious mindset, you know, by the display of their behaviour. So I say we're open to any proof. And will accept proofs. I accept reality. That's who I am. Do you know what I mean? So it's just it's another display on their part, which was great.
Well, I'm sure it will spawn a few videos for later on.
Yeah. Aye, maybe. Just been there.
What I have noticed is the view count as far as these parody videos is concerned is it is waning. Obviously, people are getting the idea. It's time, peeps. Either you're looking for some sort of truth that's going to satiate you, or you're pretending for entertainment. And if you're doing that, you're not doing yourself justice, are you? You know.
Well, that's it. It is imperative that you get other people to challenge your theories or what you would like to think is going on. That's exactly what we do. The thing is, we don't have a theory, we don't have a stance, a model, or anything to protect. The problem that these people are having is because of that, because you represent the real truth. That's where their issue lies. And they don't like it, because they can be highlighted easily to show that they are the ones who are taking a stance, a religious stance. Here on this channel, nobody's taking any stance. It's about proof. Simple as, feel free to challenge it. Show your proofs. They're more than welcome. So, I'm going to have to go in maybe 5-10 minutes. I need to take my daughter here dancing. So, I'll read through some of the chat here and see what's going on. John Watson, still waiting for your best evidence of curvature, fly fire. Yep, there is no curvature. The only way forward is to go for government, folks. Get the flat earth vote. Yeah, you know, start approaching everybody. Start getting the message out in every possible way. The toys near to you. How on earth can globe contain the oceans? That can he? That's the whole point. That's their claim. Vast bodies of water conforming to the exterior of a sphere. Nowhere in reality you're going to be able to recreate that or witness it. They can't tell you what size the body of water has to be before it's going to start displaying curvature. You know, it doesn't display curvature. It has to be contained. That is the fact of reality. When they want to rubbish it and thing me off is, but it's that is a real proof. The reason it's a real proof is because it's testable by every single person who is breathing. Right? Their shit is insisting from textbooks and believing in religious institutions that, you know, cannot be falsified or verified by the common man. You know, that's clear as day. Stationary flat earth, exactly, Dale. We can't answer the vacuum versus the atmosphere. Where's the barrier separating them? Exactly. You know, again, they talk about science, and as I say before, I've highlighted that, you hear them, you know, talking to religious people. Well, if you can't, you know, measure and test observe, you know, prove to me your God exists, prove this, prove that. You know, so you ask them to prove their claims, you break the claims down into their parts, and they start hitting you with excuses. It's too big. Oh, magic, that's why. I can't show you in any other level because the magic of the earth that we're standing on is interfering with me creating other magic to show you. You know, it's just fucking retarded crap. And they know it. And that's the issue as well, because, you know, as long as people have got that attitude in their mind of proof and show me practical examples, you know, they're going to have a real problem getting you to believe lies. They need you believing in authority. They need you believing in the institutions. You know, they need to keep you in that emotional grip, you know, in order to keep feeding you the crap. As soon as you start demanding actual empirical proof, they're fucked. David Hodge, explain flying to any destination and never flying anything other than flat on an aeroplane. Aye, that flies parallel. You know, I even had a discussion with some, you know, clown about this, and this was their honest response. So they're telling me that, oh no, gravity, the plane adjusts for gravity. So my point to them was this then, okay, so you're flying over a mountain range, right? And the plane, I remember, automatically is getting adjusted for gravity. So you fly over a mountain range and all of a sudden you come to a fucking cliff edge where the earth drops away from you and you're dropping 3,000-4,000 feet from the top of the mountains to the earth's floor. Does the plane all of a sudden go up in a just 4,000 feet? No, it fucking does not. It's total stupidity. There's inscribe. I was on a NASA fanboy channel and heard multiple explanations of gradient between thinning atmosphere of Earth and space. The goalposts are always moving with these globers. Yeah, you know, they can explain all they like, but they'll never show you a practical example. That tells you everything you need to know. The bottom line is they are not very bright. No, they certainly are not. They're not even aware that they're part of a religion, a religious cult. Station of flat Earth. Every single time the globe fans cannot explain their illogical and irrational claims, they pull the white rabbit called gravity out of their magical top hat. Yep, exactly. It's always magical gravity. Some of the claims are ridiculous. John Watson, Timmy is finished. Yep. And we'll catch up. So, anyway, people, I appreciate you tuning back in and getting involved in the comments. I would run it for a wee bit longer, but you know, I've got to go and taxi my daughter. So, you know, I think I made the points, and you know, just stand up to these people. You know, point them out, and then ignore them. Right? They don't deserve any attention until they start having real discussion and stop displaying this fucking bully type mentality. Right? It's not acceptable. So, anyway, cheers, people. Marshall, cheers again, mate.
Nice one, Dal.
As I say, I would run a bit longer, man, but I've got stuff I need to go and do. I didn't intend for it to run so long. I just intended to, you know, do a live vlog on, you know, what I was listening to, and you know, that'd have been it. But well, shit happens. As I say, you know, the people who are contacting me, Vortex, Puppy, Station of Flat Earth, a couple other people, you know, I'll advertise in advance for probably Saturday. You know, so I look forward to the discussion. And I'll see you then. So, people in chat, again, appreciate it. Peace. You know, we had the display again. You know, highlight it, talk about it to people. Cheers.